I can't even finish my voice. I love you. Hey y'all, it's your girl Nadia.
And it's me, Coach T.
And we are Two Average People.
Yes, we are.
To all of our supporters, our subscribers, we thank you for rolling with us as we talk about this thing called marriage, relationships, love. We love talking about marriage and the aspects of marriage, but also we're gonna start having people on here, y'all, so we can talk to some people about it, right?
That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be
We're
fun.
Gonna turn up.
So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes, but before we move on, thank you again for all your likes, all your comments, and when you watch these videos all the way through, that watch time is really gonna help us take this podcast to the next level. We really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. So,
all right, y'all. I have a marriage minute for you.
New segment,
marriage minute. Here it goes. And my phone just went crazy. Don't be afraid of your fears. They're not there to scare you. They are there to let you know that something is worth it. This is from C. Joy Bell C.
Wow.
This one was really powerful to me, y'all, because I am a person that has had anxiety. I have a whole anxiety podcast. Check it out.
Yes, you can check it out right here.
But all of the fears that come with that, you know, and what I've learned over the years is that everything that I'm feeling is not necessarily a bad thing. Mm. You know, it's natural to be fearful of some things. It's natural to be uncertain or uncomfortable. But I had to learn that doesn't necessarily mean that that's bad. It's not normal. It's like when when I asked my daughter, hey, how you feeling about your exam tomorrow? Well, I'm nervous. Instead of saying, don't be nervous, it's okay. It's more like, well, that's normal.
Yeah, let's acknowledge the feeling. It's there whether we want it to be there or not. So acting like it's not is not healthy. We should say, no, it's here. It's right there. I'm looking at it, but it's in front of me. I'm looking at it. And when I really examine it, it's not actually all that big. Yeah. So let me just put it over here where it belongs and leave it there. Right. And, you can easily minimize how someone feels by saying, don't do this. Well, no, feel what you're feeling and know that what you're feeling is a normal feeling. Just know how to keep it in its box. And so that it doesn't overtake your ability to go on that exam tomorrow, and know that you know the answer because we reviewed and we did it, but more so that it's okay. And so I've had to learn that in my adult life that, one of my fears that I have and my, feelings that I have about certain things are normal. Yeah. But remember to keep it in perspective because you don't want it to overtake you. So there's the marriage minute for y'all. Let me add to that real quick. There is going to be at least one thing in your life that's going to always continuously beat you with that. Yeah. So there might be one thing that always beats you, but the idea is to keep yourself up, keep your mind going, and keep yourself positive. All right. That was more like a marriage 2 minutes, but you get the point. So I wanted to jump in with this particular topic because I was watching YouTube, which I pretty much do more than anything else. I watch more YouTube than TV or anything. And I came across this this video, and I will go ahead and link that video down in the description below for you. But it was a video about a young lady who was just asking other young ladies about their preferences when it came to what they wanted out of men. And I thought it was very important because, yes, this is a podcast that deals with marriage. But guess where marriage starts? Dating. And guess where dating starts? Attraction. And before attraction to a specific person, why was that so hard to say? Before attraction to rubbing off on you, you can rub up off me anytime. Before attraction to a specific person happens, there's usually a thing that you want, like either a list or some sort of attributes that you're looking for in a particular partner. So she's asking these young ladies, she's like, okay, what about his car? And they're having to answer the question, what about his income? What about his heart? What about his mind? And I thought it was very interesting because it made me think, what really makes us satisfied? Yeah. Out of our what brings us real satisfaction out of our relationships? Is it the list? Is it the heart? Is it both? Is it neither? Are we missing it completely? I think this is something that we should engage in.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
So y'all know what I'm gonna say.
Let me know what you're gonna say.
You know, I feel true satisfaction starts from within.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Hell
I
yeah.
feel like, you know, you can
It starts within. Hell yeah.
He cannot get his mind out of the gutter.
I don't want it to be out of the gutter. Stay right there.
It starts within, you know, to really be truly satisfied in your relationship or with somebody else, you have to be satisfied with yourself.
That's real.
And you probably knew that was what I was going to say.
But that's
because it's true.
But it makes sense though, because if you're satisfied within yourself, you're better able to find the things out of life that you truly deem important.
And you know, you mentioned the list, and a lot of us have a list, and I think the older we get, the longer that list gets. Because as a single person, you know, so if you're looking to settle down, you know, at 25, I feel like your list might be a little shorter than it would be at 40.
I don't know, because as a man, we don't really do lists. That's not really.
That's true.
We're very visual, so our list is, can we see it? Great. And I think as we get older, that becomes less important. So it's not that we don't still value it, but it's more like, I don't really care if you're a 10. It doesn't. And the older you get, that part of it becomes way less important.
Yeah.
I want somebody who brings me peace. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Can you bring me peace? Let's go. If not, stay where you are. I'll be right back. So
yeah, I think we have lists.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But it made me ask the question, like, what really makes us satisfied? And so this is a bit of an open discussion, because I don't know that there are hard and fast answers for any one of us. But I really feel like these are questions that we need to ask if we're going to be real about finding a partner who we can know we're going to settle down with, at least for the foreseeable future. If this is a fling, need not apply type of deal. Let's just keep it going. But if you're trying to find somebody that can last, these are some questions that you should ask that aren't really thought of to ask.
Yeah. Yeah. What makes us satisfied? I feel like there needs to be balance amongst your inner beings. And what I mean by that is there needs to be that physical balance, emotional, spiritual, mental, all of that needs to take place. I think a lot of time what happens early on in relationships is that, you know, there's certain parts of us that just go for it. Like usually it's physical, right?
Yeah,
I'm physically attracted to this person. Therefore, you're satisfying my eyes. You're satisfying my body. Maybe you're satisfying the physical parts of me. And so we put a lot of emphasis on that. But, you know, now you move in and you get married, or you're, you know, living together or whatever. And you're like, ooh, boy, you crazy.
Yeah, that happens.
You know?
That happens.
It's like, you know,
and crazy is fun for a while.
Crazy is fun for a while, except after a while, when the physical dies out, now the emotional now has taken, you know, is now at the forefront, and it's too much. You're like, okay, I can't handle you coming home screaming, acting crazy every day, or, you know, there's different parts. So I think the true satisfaction, even if you're not aware of it, to answer your question, really comes from that balance of trying to maintain that sense of balance through all those aspects of your life.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think there is a way to determine, even if there's not the same answers for everybody, do you think there is a way to determine the sustainability of a relationship through your satisfaction? Like, can you say, like, take yourself through this process and get to an answer, even if it is for yourself?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's hard to say. And I know there's people that, you know, can say, okay, well, I can look at them and say that they're going to be good for whatever. You know, I think satisfaction can be very transient, unfortunately. I mean, you don't want to think of it that way.
Yo, that's real. Satisfaction can be transient. That's real.
And that's the truth,
it can
y'all.
Change.
It can change. And so
wow.
I think, you know, the goal is to be satisfied, but you know, if you grow apart or you know, just start having different interests, or you know, you start going through some personal issues. I know when I was going through anxiety, I wasn't satisfied at all, like hardly with anything ever. So it doesn't really matter what he did or what anybody did. I wasn't satisfied with me.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, it's so many levels there, but I don't think it's something that you can say, okay, we're satisfied. Let's just carry it this way the whole time. I feel like it's very transient. I hate that it is, but I believe that it is.
That's real. I got to say that's real. I get where you're coming from with that. And I feel like a lot of people don't give enough acknowledgement to that fact because, you know, they feel like it may be disrespectful to themselves or to their partner to acknowledge the fact that I'm no longer satisfied with a situation that I was in fact satisfied with.
Right. Right.
So I think that's a very powerful point. That's something that I don't even have in my notes, but I tell you what, very powerful.
Yeah.
That's very real.
Yeah.
That transient property to you. So it seems to me like you need to be I don't want to use the word self-actualized because that actually, words have meaning, people. So I don't want to say that, but you definitely need to be able to be introspective enough to ask the question for real.
Yeah.
Am I satisfied with this situation? Can I be happy if it continues exactly as it is right now?
And well, the question I have for you is, are we using satisfaction as an element in our marriage? Or what I hear it as is it's the bottom level or the minimum of what you're expecting in your relationship.
Wow. Satisfaction is the bottom level.
So
hell yeah.
I don't just want to be satisfied in my relationship, right? I mean, yes, I do, but I want more. I want to have joy. I want to be invigorated. I want to be all of these things in my relationship. Satisfaction, I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. I see both sides.
Yeah.
You may be the person be like, okay, you know, satisfied. It's like Black Lives Matter, right? Matter is the minimum, right? We're not talking about happiness. We're not talking about joy. We're not talking about equality. We're just saying minimally, we matter. And so if you're looking at it from that perspective, is satisfaction just the minimum? I'm satisfied with you. Cool.
Hey, this is supposed to be my episode. You can't be preaching on this joint like that. You stealing my thunder.
I'll make it up to you later.
Hell yeah. Satisfaction.
Or are you looking at it as
satisfaction?
I can't even finish my voice. I love you. You got me all excited saying my point, and then you got my mind all messed up with talking all kind of.
That's what she said. She said, "Y'all heard it. I got excited." Hey.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm 3 weeks post COVID, and I still have a cough.
Facts.
It's no joke.
Facts.
Or are you looking at satisfaction as a part of your marriage? So
I like that.
I see both sides. I'm not saying one way or the other, but you know,
it's a good thing to think about.
We back.
Dr. John Gottman,
yeah.
And his partner, his wife, have studied the very same topic we're talking about here.
Yeah.
And so I do want to bring up these 4 points. They call these the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, meaning the 4 things that they have identified that can tear down your relationships. Hey, if you guys like this content, make sure you like and subscribe. We really super appreciate it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Leave us a comment. Check out our shorts. Check out all of our content that's coming out. And remember,
we're better together.